Hello everybody, thank you and welcome to my channel. My name is Ann Sitati of Shanny Catering Services. This is my first video, and please don't forget to subscribe, comment and like my videos. Please help me to grow. I'm trying to create content as well. Shanny Catering Services is based in Bungoma, and what we normally do, we offer outside catering services in funerals, in any ceremony like weddings, small parties, etc. But we've really been affected because of this pandemic. As you all know, ceremonies normally flow with big crowds, and overcrowding with this pandemic has been banned. So ceremonies really went down, and of course my business was affected. Although I tried to upload this video for the first time, and this was a funeral somewhere in Bungoma where a very senior person passed on, and I thought probably I should try with it. So we came in last night. What we normally do, the client can give you the money, you do the shopping, you do the budget for them, you also prepare a menu. So I prepared a menu, I did a budget, and it came to, I'm not going to mention how much, but she trusted me and gave me all the money. I bought all the items I need for the menu. I bought all the I also brought in deco, someone for deco, as you also brought in any other services that is normally needed, like the sound, etc. So it really flew well, although we had a problem last night because there was so much rain, kulinyesha, and it affected me so much because I had 4 chefs, I had 4 young men, I also had 4 girls who normally assist with the serving, with the cooking, because there's so much involved. You have to cook all the food overnight. We do, as soon as we get in, we do lunch. We do late supper, because that's when the body is brought in. So people are busy, and the way Africans mourn, as Africans, especially in Kenya, we mourn in our own style. We are a small tribe in Bungoma called Bukusus, and we have our own way of mourning. So a few cows are slaughtered. After slaughtering, we cook loads of food, as you also in the video, and we make sure everybody eats, especially the in-laws from far. Like this particular family, we had in-laws from Nyeri, from Central Province, who assisted with so much, but they are well taken care of. We had breakfast. We served last night. We served supper. We served breakfast in the morning, and then we had lunch, which comprises of all kinds of foods. I wish you saw the menu properly. And we normally make sure that all the visitors eat well, the church members eat well, the in-laws especially, all the relatives, we make sure they are full up before they leave. Normally we don't even do it in Bungoma alone, we do it all over. It depends, because I have a page on Facebook, Shanny Catering Services. I also have I have my cards that I distribute to different people. So it's been word of mouth. My business has been word of mouth. So whoever wants my services, they just call. I've had it for 4 years now. So I've actually served so many people, except for this pandemic, whereby I've had like 1 year gone without working. So you can imagine how it's been. But I don't miss some work, at least once a month. But when it's really, really busy, we go all over. I've gone as far as Nairobi, I've gone to Eldoret, I've gone, and of course Nairobi is the capital city of Kenya, and it's quite far from Bungoma. It's almost, how many kilometers? More than 30 kilometers from Bungoma. It's a long way actually. It's almost 8 hours drive from Bungoma. But I've gone there. I've gone to Kitale, which is quite far as well. We go to Kakamega, all over Western. So it depends on what the client is actually interested. Like now, The food was very nice, and I've had like 2 people approaching me for my card, which is a good sign. It shows the chefs are doing well. So we make some little money, we don't make much, and that's why I've decided to come up with content just to educate a few people, because I'm sure there are so many people who are doing catering in colleges. There are many people who can do this, because I'm a trained nutritionist, but I have some kids who come to me for something like locum, for practicals, and I don't charge them for anything. Instead, I pay them. So you come work for me, learn, and then I pay you. Isn't that nice? And then we also have I have some ladies who are not really doing well. They have problems. So I normally consider people who have problems, like some ladies who've separated from their husbands, some single ladies. Always make sure because when I'm coming out, I have like 15, sometimes even 25, a team of 25. But today I only had a team of 12. So when I have 25, I'll take these young men, and whatever I give them, they use it for pocket money in college. Some of them even, there's one who tells me whatever I pay them, they use it to pay rent with their parents. There are so many challenges when you're doing this kind of thing, because there are times when you can trust a client, you go work for them, they tell you they're going to pay you, they give you a deposit, and that's it. You finish your work, you think you're going to be paid. So you're very careful with whatever you're given. Make sure you leave something for your workers. And sometimes you end up underpaying them, because someone will tell you, I'm going to pay you the rest of the money. And then when you finish, they tell you, no, I'm sorry, we didn't raise much, so I'll have to send it to you. I have so many people out there who haven't paid me for years, and I sort of just forget about it. Other challenges are like when you're traveling. Someone can tell you, or rather when you're quoting, someone can tell you it's not very far, and when you're quoting, you have to consider things like transport. So when they tell you it's not far, probably it's a few kilometers, you have to hire a vehicle, because at the moment I've not grown that big to own a vehicle. Because when I'm coming, I come with tents, I come with the tents for my restaurant, I come with tables, I bring in so many items. So when that means you have to hire a big lorry, and probably if you go far and someone has told, depending on what the client says, and then you get there, you have to pay more, so you end up going at a loss. Another challenge is underpayment. Someone will tell you, okay, just come, we'll agree. But because you're so desperate, you don't have that much. You take whatever is available, especially at this time. So I won't say we are really doing well. There's so many challenges that sometimes when you're traveling, you travel and then you get to Bungoma, wherever you're going, the weather can really affect you. It's quite rainy, or there's so much mud, our roads are not passable. So by the time you get in the middle, there are times, I've had occasions where I have to sleep on the way, and then can you imagine, you have to get to that place probably in the morning, or you have to look for someone to come and assist in pulling the vehicle so that you can get to your destination. By the time you get there, it's too late, and you end up overworking these kids. And then another challenge is when you're quoting, someone can tell you probably they're expecting like 500. It's so hard to guess how many people you're going to have. Someone can say 500, you get there, you're feeding more than even 2,000. So it's upon you to know how to ration the food, so that you at least feed 1,000 or more. Shanny Catering is, we have so many caterers out there who are doing this kind of thing. But with me, I'm a nutritionist by profession. So when I'm doing my budgeting, when I'm doing my menu, I have to look at so many other things, because nutrition is not just nutrition. I'm trained in so many things, public relations, I'm trained in communication, I've had training in how to cook nutritious foods. So whatever I'm doing it as a professional. So if you approach me, you will find my prices are quite friendly. You're dealing with a professional, you're dealing with someone who has had experience as well. So you can't really compare me with most people who have been there. But I've had with my experience, I would say I've never had a problem with most of my clients. I have clients that I've had ever since I started. It doesn't mean that probably they've had so many dates, no. But whenever they have even a small function, if they need, say they need just a chef, I give them, say they have like 10 visitors, I have to give them someone. So that means I've created so much trust. And because of that, they've introduced me to other people through word of mouth. And I must say, at the moment, I have so many, despite all these pandemic whatever, but I've had so many clients. What I can say is, with this business, I'm able to pay my bills, just this. Although I've started doing other things, but for the last 4 years I've been doing catering. I've been able to pay my bills, to pay my child's fees, and of course do everything for myself. And very soon I'm coming up with another video, and please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to, you can share, you can also, don't forget to like and comment. Thank you. Bye.